Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out in my my wolf den tarp. Gonna decide to do something a little bit different today. Yeah, so it's gonna be bushcraft tarp. So I do have my military sleeping bag, which is good for -20. Hoping it'll keep me warm. I have a new sleep pad. It's our value of 4. I'm sitting on my new sit pad. So far, it's keeping my butt warm. It's up off the snow anyway. A little bottle of water for to drink. So got off to a late start today. So we had to kind of. I was gonna do a hammock overnighter, and I decided not to. Had to unpack all that stuff, put that away, repack my bag again, repack everything, switch a lot of stuff out, and so on and so forth. So for my pack, I got my 75-liter Marting top. What else? I got my fire steel. My knife's in the bag. I got a few goodies. So I got a nice little supper planned for tonight. Ugh. I've already started gathering some of my firewood here and there, breaking off branches and whatnot. So speaking of firewood, I grabbed my saw out of the bag and start gathering up some firewood. I don't have far to go. Oh, excuse me. Just behind the camera, I got 2 pieces of dead standing. Off this way, I have 1, 2. Oh, I got about a half of a tree, half a dead tree standing over there. So overcut that down. Off this side, I got a piece right there. I got some branches overhead I want to cut down. They're not gonna fall, but hey, they're dead and they're just hanging around, so I might as well make use of them, right? So so yeah, I'm gonna set my water down, grab my gloves and grab my saw and go cut me some firewood. Alright guys, you see I went ahead and started the fire without you. Trucks and stuff are still clanging and banging and beeping and going on. I just continued on with what I was doing, with the fire going. You can probably see I got a few pieces of hardwood here, a few pieces of softwood here. Over there I have a log that I cut, or well, part of a dead standing tree that I cut down. I'm gonna cut that up here in a little bit. The fire going, whatever. I'm getting kind of hungry, so for supper I got a chili. I brought a can of beans to add to it. It's not very much, so I just decided to bring a can of beans and a few vegetables and stuff to bring along with it to give it, you know, a little more. I don't know what you call it. Sustenance. There you go. Beans will add, you know, excuse me. Beans will add a little bit more protein and whatnot into it, make it a little more filling. So, so how much water do I have left? Well, I think I'm gonna make myself a coffee. I haven't had one since this morning. It's pushing like 4 o'clock. So, oh my God. Ugh. What do I got here? That is coffee stuff. Got my cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything all ready for a coffee. I do have a little bit of water. What I think I'm gonna do is put a little bit of water in my 750 ml pot, and then add a little bit of snow to it, just to, you know, make my water last a little bit longer. I've drank about 3/4 of it so far, you know. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hey guys, I got my coffee made. So I went over that log over I have sitting over there. I cut a nice big piece off of it. Uh, it had got a bunch of snow and stuff all over it. So got that sitting just behind the fire lay, I guess. But I was gonna split it, and I was like, well, no, there's not really a whole lot of bark on it, so I'll leave it sit there, let the outside melt off a little bit and dry out, and I'll throw a few more of these here pieces on it, let it catch and whatnot, and I'll situate everything around there. I'm going to get started on supper here shortly. It's pushing about 5 o'clock. We have about another hour or so of daylight, so my supper, it's all frozen. All I can do is just basically throw it in my pot and throw it on the fire, let it thaw out. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So, uh, so I'm just gonna get my supper situated in the pot. I had a few food things inside the pot. I had to take those out for later on, but I'll get that stuff going. Sit it near the fire so it'll melt. It's bigger than the pot. Oh, for lengthwise anyway. So I gotta actually sit it inside, let it melt, do its thing. Keep stuffing it inside, let it heat up and everything. So, actually, where is it? Oh, it's right here on top. Oh, whatever. Oh, a block of frozen chili. So I gotta get that in my pot. So I got that, and I said I got a few vegetables. So I got some red pepper, some green pepper, some orange and yellow. Well, yeah, orange and yellow peppers. A few onions in there. I got some mushrooms just to add a little more, sustenance to the meal. So I got that. That'll be no problem. So then I got my pot inside here. Yeah. It's got some coffee items in here, so I mean, I can't really cook that. So I'm gonna get this all together, get that fire burning a little bit better. It is sitting in a snowbank, so. But no, I'm gonna get everything all situated. I'm gonna get my chili in my pot and everything. So I'm gonna get that, and I'll bring you guys back. Not too bad for a block of frozen chili. So I'm gonna see if I can cut that, maybe. Nope, can't cut it. So, well, I'm gonna get this sit close to the fire and bring you guys back when it's done. Hey guys, it started snowing, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. My tarp is getting slightly covered in snow. My pack is getting covered in snow. I've got to zip that up here in a few minutes anyway. A couple things left to get out of there. I haven't set up my sleep system yet. I'm waiting for, I don't know, I'm waiting for springtime to roll around, I guess, but I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that set up in a few minutes here anyway. You see, my supper's just about done. Probably couldn't see it all that great, all that camp smoke and all that junk. I will get a good shot of it here after. So after I get my mushrooms and my veggies and stuff in there. I don't think I'm gonna put the can of beans in there. I think it's gonna be quite filling enough. So if anything, I'll either take the beans home or I'll just save them for another trip, which is probably what I'll do. No, I had to remodel my campfire a little bit. The spot where I have it, I didn't know how deep of a hollow it was, so the obviously the heat's gonna yeah, it's gonna burn the snow. It's gonna melt the snow down, and my fire's gonna sink. So I had to remodel that. Um, it did look pretty good there for a little bit. I had my logs on the top, and had the flame coming up from underneath, just like it would like an old wood stove there, like the big flat top cast iron ones with the with the stove lids. Uh, it looked kind of something like that, but with logs, obviously. It was pretty cool. So I said, huh, I got a table, I got a stove top. So I had the flame coming up between 2 or 3 logs. I set my pot over there, and when you know it did that there. A couple minutes later, poof, my fire went out. I was like, can't smoke. Now I know what Jeremy was going through on our last video. Ah, can't get away from it because I got to sit right here and watch my supper. So I'm gonna cut it right here for now, and then I'm gonna heat up my coffee. It's colder than a penguin. So, but yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a few minutes once I'm done boxing with this campfire smoke. It's winning. All right, guys, supper's done. Man, does it ever smell good. And another snowmobile goes by. I'm sorry, guys. Let me say, I'm in a local woodland. The main trail's just, I don't know, a couple hundred yards out to the north. So I mean, I can't help it. I'm sorry, but when I can get back out on my ATV, I'll be going further out. So I do apologize for all the background noise, trucks clanging, banging, beeping, snowmobiles going by. So, too bad we didn't have taste division. I'd give you guys some. Probably can't. Oh, smoke's in the way and everything, but it's really good. It's gonna be filling. But if I do happen to wake up cold in the middle of the night, I did bring a couple of packages of cup of soup. I brought oatmeal for breakfast in the morning. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any or not. Depends on what time I wake up. But I do have enough coffee to last me all night. And for 1, maybe 2 in the morning, depending on how much I drink tonight. But, wow, that's good. I don't even want to eat it, so good. I'll set it right there for now. But I have to get my butt in gear and start melting some snow for some water because I'm all out. So I want to have this here full for morning, so I don't have to melt snow in the morning for my coffee. I can just pour it out of my pop bottle. So excuse me. Whew. Wow, a couple spoonfuls of gassed up already. But I will gonna have to start melting some snow here very shortly. So I'm gonna. I still yet have to put my sleep system together. It'll take me about 5 minutes to do that, if that. So I'm not worried about that. I got enough light. I got a battery powered lantern right there behind me. I got my headlamp hanging on the tree with next to my Boreal 21 saw. I should be okay for lighting. So yeah, so I'm just gonna bump around here for another little bit, finish my supper and everything, and then I'll bring you guys back here. Well, it'll be a second for you guys, but for me it'll be a little bit. So anyway, so I'm gonna, as I say, I'm gonna bump around, get a little more firewood. Fire's dying down a little bit, so I'm gonna throw some more on that. Yeah, I got up a little bit more firewood, and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, supper's done. I got my sleep set up, all situated around. I'll show you guys that in the morning. My little lantern right there is just way too bright for the camera right now, so I'll show you guys my sleep set up there in the morning, like I said. Right now, I'm just gonna sit here and chill by the fire and make another coffee or 3. Uh, probably, I'll probably listen to a little bit of music. I have on my other phone. Um, so yeah, I got a few more pieces of wood gathered up right now. So knock some of this snow off. So a few more pieces of that. I got some hardwood here behind me for another little bit anyway. So once that's gone, I'll probably head to bed. For morning, I have my canister stove, so I don't really need to have a fire going. When I get up, do my morning thing, make sure everything's all good to go. Make sure the fire pit's completely out. I'm going to bury that in snow, just for safety precautions. What else? I just basically give you a rundown of everything. I got my jacket hanging up in the tree right now. I got kind of warm doing everything, and smoke in my face again. Man, that's a horrible thing. So I gotta get, oh, actually that's pretty much everything. Just sit here by the fire and melt some snow and make water for coffee. I think that's about it for tonight. Yeah, so. Alright, I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. It's pushing about 6:45. Well, it's probably closer to 6:30. So, I'm going, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. I'm gonna do my camp stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Morning, guys. I had an extremely good night. I sat here by the fire till, I don't know, 11 or 12 at least. Still had, I didn't have any coals left this morning though. So I threw all my wood on. I had about 3 or 4 pieces left. Whew, it's warm out this morning. Yeah, warm but cool. I had about 3 or 4 pieces left. I threw that all in the fire. And I was probably around 10:30 or so. I threw those on. It was, I don't know, I think, was it 4 pieces of maple or popple or something? Hard to tell in the dark. So, I say I threw all those on around 10:30 or so. Oh, excuse me. Whew. They were pretty well not burned out, but burned down enough that I could say the heck with it and let it burn out on its own and go to bed. So that's pretty much what I did. So, yeah. Oh, I crawled into bed, like say, about around 11:30, 12ish, give or take a few minutes. Laid there, maybe. Well, I made sure my phone was charged up. So I did that. Everything situated around where I wanted it. Everything close by if I needed it. So, as you can tell, I didn't really want to have a fire this morning. So I just used my canister stove. There's no point lighting a fire right now. So, I'm going to be leaving here soon. I got stuff I have to do at home. But overall, I did have a good night. I will be packing up here shortly. I got coffee. I'm not going to bother with any breakfast or anything. So, not really all that hungry. That chili I had last night filled me up pretty good. This coffee's pretty good. So, but I'm going to finish my coffee, bump around here a little bit, slowly start packing up, and headed for home, I guess. Supposed to be a high of 4 degrees Celsius today. I can believe it. The sun's getting some heat to it, I tell you what. It's almost too warm for my jacket, but if I take my jacket off, I'm going to get cold. So, but yeah, I gotta slowly pack things up here, I guess, and then switch hats because this thing's really annoying. I had it on last night and it wouldn't work with me. I got mad, so, but I dealt with it. Like I said, I'm gonna finish my coffee and bump around a little bit, and then start slowly packing up. I got a bunch of folding I gotta do for my tarp and my sleep pad. So, yep. So enough rambling. I'm gonna finish my coffee and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, everybody, as promised, I said I'd go through my sleep system, so, and here we are. I'll mention my shelter afterwards. So, last night I had my military down sleeping bag. It's good for -20. That's, it's just a standard issue. Well, it's actually the inner. There is 3 other components that go with this and makes it down to what is it, -40. It's got another layer on top of this one, and then it's got your Gore-Tex outer shell, and it has a hood that goes over your head, and it buttons together, and it buttons to the top of this piece. So I don't have those other pieces, but I do have another sleeping bag that I have used before on top of this one. And I tell you what, I was toasty warm even with this, even with this the sleep pad. So, but on my last trip I did with Lone Wolf 902, I had this sleeping bag. I had my other one. I just stuffed my other one inside this one here, so I knew I wasn't going to be cold. So I did have this here sleep pad. It's a Dear For Me sleep pad with an R value of 4. So I think, well, kind of wet on the bottom, but that's just because it was laying in the snow a little bit. But other than that, I wasn't cold at all last night, so I was nice and toasty warm. Underneath of my sleep pad, I have my wax canvas bedroll. Well, water's beating on it, so I'm going to assume it's quite warm. So, yeah, and under that was just snow pile. So, that was my sleep system. For my shelter, as you can tell, is my Pomali Wolf Den tarp. So, I just constructed it up with a ridgeline, as you would like a hammock or whatever else you want to use a ridgeline for. But I geared up on my ridgeline, staked it out like a little pup tent, as you would. So, yeah. The wind did blow through last night, which I wasn't accounting for. But well, once I knew the wind was starting to blow through it, well, once I realized it, anyways, I just kind of hunkered down a little bit further in the sleeping bag and pulled it around my neck. Problem solved. I went back to sleep, and away I went. So, but I did wake up this morning about 5:30ish, and realized and heard it was raining out. So that was a treat. Looked at my, well, I say I woke up around 5:30. I woke up, looked at my phone. It was about 5:30ish. So yeah. But no, other than that, I had a really good night. So I think I'm gonna get stuff together and pack up and head it out of here. So I'm gonna get everything all packed up, I guess, and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, camp's all tore down, pack's all unpacked up. Made one last look around. Nothing's left out, nothing's left behind. I almost forgot my ridgeline again. Good thing I stood up and hit my head on it. So, got that all down, packed up. The fire pit, well, there's nothing left of that fire pit. No heat, no nothing, so. I did kick a little bit of snow on top of it just to make sure, you know, be safe, right? So, as I said, it did rain last night and this morning. It did snow yesterday, which is great. It didn't snow very long. Enough to cover the tarp up a little bit, but I had another great night. Good food, kept me warm all night. My sleep system kept me warm. So, I think I'm ready to go home. So, yeah. Oh, beautiful winter woodland today. So, gonna have about a half-hour hike out of here. So, anyways, until the next one, I'll catch you guys later.